cruisingwithted.com joins Silversea Director of National Accounts, Laurie Bohn, to give an insider's look at what it is like to sail on the Silver Nova to Alaska.
I'm glad you're all here today. Thanks for joining us. We're doing an insider's look at Silverseas Cruise Lines, okay? So we have the pleasure of spending time with Laurie Bohn, Senior Director of National Accounts for Silversea. How long? Okay, so their cruise started in Anchorage, okay? So what happens is when you sign up for the cruise, you need to fly into, well, for us, you fly into Anchorage, okay? Due to the destination and where the cruise is leaving from. Now, when you arrive in Anchorage, it's a good idea to take those trolley tours. This is the visitor center right here. And then we signed up for this tour with this Alaskan Wildlife Conservation Center included. And there you can see bears and all kinds of animals they have up there. And it also includes the aerial tramway, Alaska aerial tramway, which is beautiful. This is in the summer, but you can see the snow right up there. And then we took a bus with Silversea. So how this works is Silversea provides a bus inclusive when you arrive at Skagway. Another alternative is you should take the Alaskan train ride, because you can take the Alaskan train and go almost the same route. Now that takes maybe a little bit longer. You might want to come in a day or two early for that. We came into Anchorage a couple days early, so we could tour Anchorage, which I showed you there. Very easy to find hotel accommodations there. We stayed at the Holiday Inn, which was fine. And they even helped drive us to the point where you catch the bus to go to the Seward Cruise Terminal. Okay, it's not a big cruise terminal, as you can see. Seward, Alaska, okay? And then we arrived on the ship, and then we cruised the Hubbard Glacier. So this is my third time going to Alaska, second time seeing glaciers like this, and that was amazing. And this is Juneau. Okay, I've been to Juneau several times. Now in this case, my wife, as a present, bought for me, oh my lordy, she bought me the helicopter landing, okay, on the recent glacier there. So here we are in the glacier. I mean, I'm flying. There's only 2 people in these helicopters, by the way. And there's the glacier right there we're going to. And those are people waiting for us to arrive. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. If you have a chance to do this, please do it. So there we are landing. And we did a little group picture of us on top of the glacier, okay? And that's the glacier right behind us.
Ted, can I jump in for a sec? Because
yes.
I love your video, by the way, and I love that this is your personal experience. And you're so right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a chance, the flight seeing with the helicopters, the airplanes, the dog sledding experiences, the things that are sometimes a little pricey and look like, oh my gosh, are so worth it. It creates such a great memory, and it really is a must not miss in Alaska. So I decided to jump in and say that. I'm going to go let you get back to your amazing video and story.
Can you see which one is me?
I sure can. I love it.
I think I overdressed. It wasn't really that cold, but you know, other people are dressed similarly. Here's what I want to tell you about some of these experiences. One, when you sign up for Silversea, all the excursions are included. Now this one isn't included because of the extra cost. But be mindful of this also. I tell you to book really early. I didn't really book this early enough, but my wife was really smart and signed up for everything we could right away. And then, lo and behold, she bought this for my birthday as a surprise. Yeah, you can do this one. You can do those, what do they call those, float planes? But they all can be limited. Why? There's only so many of these available. Like when you book an itinerary to do, and you want to go on a special thing, it might be booked out. It's not Silversea's fault. It's just there's so many people and you can only hold so much. So book the cruise early, sign up right away, okay? And that's you'll be fine, okay? So for this particular one, they give you boots. You see the boots here, and really all you need is a jacket and your camera, okay? Make it look like you climbed up the mountain there. Tell us about this restaurant, Laurie. Kaseki. Tell us more. I can't hear you now because you're.
Yeah, I just muted. Sorry. Ketchikan is one of my favorite restaurants on the ship. By day, you can go in for lunch, and if you're savvy, you get in there a little early because it's a small restaurant, but it has sushi, sashimi. That's a great shot. And then even some noodle bowls that are available. And the staff, the crew in there and the staff, they're beautiful. They have great service. It is absolutely delicious. There's no charge, and you can eat as much as you'd like. And think about it, how when you eat all you can eat sushi, it's an investment. But the best part at night, there is a slide up charge for it, but at night they have Asian fusion dinners, and it's not raw seafood like the sushi that some people don't always universally care for. It's one of my favorites, but it doesn't speak to everyone. But they have beautiful steaks and seafood, and it's gorgeous cooked Asian fusion dinners. And I will tell you, it's probably, honestly, it's one of my favorite restaurants, even over the beautiful French restaurant La Dame, which is usually everybody says it's their favorite, but I actually like Ketchikan even better. So it's a must not miss when you're on Silversea, for sure.
Thank you, Laurie. So she's right. You pay extra to go to it in the evenings, I believe, but yes, on lunchtime, and you want to do this on port days, okay? It's not hard to schedule something in the morning or at night. Go there on port day. I think it's 12, 11:30 whenever they open. That's what we did. Not big crowds. Might be crowds later on. You just walk in. It's a lovely. Maybe it is different from what they have at night, but we were more than satisfied with our. And in fact, most of the restaurants you pay for on board, you can go for lunch during the day. Is that correct?
Yes. Well, really the only one open during the day is Ketchikan. The others are not even open during the day. So, okay. But there's no charge for Ketchikan during the day, only in the evening. But they're two completely different experiences. So I would encourage you to try both because I think if you like Asian fusion and Asian influenced food, you'll love the sushi and sashimi, but you'll fall in love with the dinners there. It's absolutely exquisite.
Thank you. So now we're going to Skagway. So in Skagway, this is an absolute must. And again, you want to sign up early because there are limited places available for the train ride, Yukon Railway train ride. This is my second time on board. This is a really cool part here where you're going into this tunnel and this drops thousands of feet. I don't know what the thing is, but when you look over that, it's an amazing pass. It goes through all these tunnels, up hills. There's one of the other trains passing by. Have you been there, Laurie?
I have.
I heard. Is it true that you got your start working there?
Well, I didn't get my start working there, but I have spent a lot of time there over the years. They have sawdust on the floor. They have delicious, kind of what I call bar food, aka Alaska style. But I don't really drink a lot of beer now. But remember, I've been in the business for a few years, and I might have had a few beers in there over the years. But it's a wonderfully fun, historic place. You really have to go when you're there. You have to go.
And also, when you go, make sure you take the brothel tour. $20, 20-minute tours, okay? Because this used to be a brothel. And so I went upstairs to see what's going on. They meet you. I became friends with them. I was just taking pictures, okay?
Sure, that's what they all say.
and this is Sitka. Okay, Sitka's a beautiful place. The last time I was here, I actually played golf in the mountain. And I didn't do it this time. I don't have pictures to show you. But when you're playing, I cannot believe this because when you're driving these golf carts, if you take one turn, you're going down the side of a mountain. And I'm like, I can't believe they're having us do this. But anyway, they give you golf balls and everything. Even if you don't golf, You can drive up and down this mountain, and it's an exhilarating experience. You see eagles all over the place. Here's cruising with Ted there with my hat that I got. And here's some of our people. Do you recognize any of these, Laurie? Let me go back.
I'm sorry, what was it?
Okay, so when you come on the cruise for the first time, they have a party for people that haven't cruised with Silversea before. What's that called?
I should know the name, but it's basically
maybe they just have it. I don't know.
Welcome to Silversea. Because our repeaters are called Venetian Society guests. So obviously, if it's your very first cruise, you're not a Venetian Society guest. You become one after you sailed with us on your first cruise. So I think it's just a welcome to our fabulous new guests.
Okay, so the cruise director's up there. They're performing. Any of these people you recognize? They're just people, officers. Crew.
I recognize one gal so far, 2 gals. Because I was actually on the Nova in January, and it's possible it was the same group. Let's see. Yep, 2 of that gal. It's such a great group, and the cruise, it's a 1-to-1 guest to staff ratio, so it's just a great experience. Ted, when did you go? Did you go in?
Late June to early July.
Ted sailed with me on the Nova in Alaska. So Ted, it's Jose. How are you?
Oh, hi, Jose.
Yes, doing well.
Okay, now.
So yes, I recognize all of those people because I was sailing with you on that sailing.
Now, Jose actually works for Silversea, right?
Yes.
And me and Jose go back a long time. We worked at a travel. He was like the first travel agency I worked at, and Jose was there with me, and he actually got me started. But if there's anybody that knows travel and cruising, it's Jose. And what room? I didn't get a picture of your room. What room were you in, Jose?
Well, I was with a fam at that time. Remember, I ran into you. I had 5 travel agents on board. And you took them all by surprise because this video, it was amazing what you did while you were there. And after they saw you, they started videoing everything around the same way. I think it was an amazing experience.
Well, I learned everything from you, Jose. So.
Oh, well, thank you.
All the tricks of the trade. You don't have a picture to show of anything there. Anyway, maybe not, but you're welcome to share it.
Oh, no, thank you.
Okay, this is the Sea Otter Express. Now, I took this one because another one we wanted wasn't available. I forget what it was. Oh, it was the, I forget, catamaran or something. I lost, what is the name of the, I can't remember. What's the name of the glacier I went on here? The glacier I showed earlier, Jose. And Juneau. Anybody know? Anybody know out there? What's the name of the glacier?
I don't remember. So.
Okay, I can't remember. Sea Otter Express. So, I don't have pictures to show, but there were some really cool sea otters fighting over a buoy. There's like 5 of them on a buoy, and one would try to get up, and they push each other off. Atlantide. Okay, tell us about Atlantide.
Ooh,
Laurie.
Yep. Hang on. Why am I? Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, good. My screen was doing something funny. So Atlantide, for me, y'all, it's one of my favorite restaurants. It's what we call if there is such a thing as a classic dining room on the ship, you would call Atlantide that dining room. And it has beautiful seafood, steaks, poultry, duck sometimes. You can get caviar in this restaurant. Even if it's not on the menu, they always will bring it for you. And it's just a really lovely, broad menu of all sorts of beautiful cuisines, great starters, beautiful desserts. And honestly, it's an easy restaurant to get into without any reservation at all. You can go from, I think we've started dining now at 6 p.m. instead of 7 p.m. We used to dine starting at 7 p.m., but we found that for some guests, they wanted to maybe dine a bit earlier. And you can really go and have a dinner in there any night of the week, and it's just a beautiful experience. It's one of my favorite places to eat.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's delish. My husband's French.
Entertainment.
My husband's French, and he's a former chef. And for him, S.A.L.T Kitchen, because he likes the variety in the food, is one of his favorites. Atlantide, because of the beautiful variety in the menu and the quality of the food therein. And then the other one is Kisaki. Those are some of his favorites.
Nice, thanks. So I'm just showing a couple videos. Did a lot of videos of the performers. I've been on a lot of luxury cruises, different cruise lines, all types, right? I really did appreciate the entertainment on board. I think the cruise director, he has people that helps organize everything. I used to work in Hollywood, actually, so I'm familiar with camera work and sound and such. And I thought that the whole artwork of everything is perfect, and the singers are perfect. Everything's amazingly timed and orchestrated. I don't know how they do it, but and they got people coming down the aisles. Here's some entertainment here, and oh, look at that! I'm hanging out with the entertainment crew here, giving them some tips on how to dance and stuff.
I love it.
Laura, how do they put these shows together? How does it work? Do you know anything about that?
So I know that they have obviously it's not as large scale as some of our bigger sister brands, but they put a crew together. They tend to do a little entertaining. Sometimes it's a couple, as you saw, singing together for an evening. Sometimes it's the full scale group singing together. Then what I really love is in the Panorama Lounge, on certain evenings, they'll do more intimate kind of cabaret style shows in the Panorama Lounge. It makes it really fun. But they basically work with very talented singers and dancers, and those that can kind of do it all well, because they don't have, again, the main singers and then 20 background dancers, and then it's more of a small, intimate, but multi talented crew. And we really get great reviews. We're not known for entertainment, but we get great reviews on our entertainment, because on a lot of luxury ships, there really isn't entertainment offered at all. And some luxury lines out there, or those that claim to be, are even proud to say they don't do shows at night. And we find that our guests still enjoyed entertainment at night, mixed in with the beautiful adventures by day. So we do a little of both.
Thank you. So now we go to Ketchikan. Now in Ketchikan, this is called Creek Street. So the best thing I like about Ketchikan, you can just virtually get off the ship, walk around, and you're in like Alaska. There's everything right there. You don't have to do a shore excursion. But if you're going to come to some of these places like Ketchikan, etc., you might want to consider a float plane. Now those leave early in the morning. So you can sign up for those on board, and they have all kinds of tours available. You can visit, native Alaskan performers. So on this, wait a minute, I don't have anything else there. Hold on.
By the way, I'm obsessed with your ship, Ted, that cruises along the coast to show us.
Okay.
Very cool.
Okay. For some reason, I don't have anything in here about Ketchikan. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Okay, this is, let me go back. Okay, this is called Creek Street. Now, Creek Street actually has spawning fish down here. What are the salmon? Spawning salmon, which you can see sometimes. And so you walk around here on Creek Street, see all the shops. Whoa, let me do that again. They're along the water like that, and there you can see them along there. It's amazing. And here, maybe this. I think Laurie used to work here. She can tell you about it. I'm just kidding.
You're so bad.
This is the Dolly. Now, this was houses of ill repute that are famous here. So back in the days when the miners were, looking for gold and stuff, they needed a place to go. So where both men and salmon come stream to spawn. All right. So you can get your tour here for $10. Have you ever done the tour?
I think I did it years ago.
It must be fun though. Everything is fun. This is old stuff, but this is the actual house. And there was a lady there named Dolly. She knew everybody and knew everybody's secrets. So she was probably the most powerful person in the area. And this is some of the artwork that you can find in Alaskan artwork. Okay, then this is a tour called Deadliest Catch. Now this one is hard to get in. Go ahead.
I've done it.
What do you think of it?
I loved it. Super fun. They don't make you, but they allow you or create an opportunity for you to touch these crazy creatures. They catch them. They show you how it works. It's a lot of fun. It's really cool.
Yeah, I would never touch the creatures because I'm kind of sensitive about that, but I could see somebody doing that. This is actually from the TV show Deadliest Catch, by the way. You'll learn a lot about what's going on in this area. So definitely worth taking. And again, this one sells out easy because there's only so many people that can go on the ship. So, that's why you should sign up early. So here we are on the ship. That's what it looks like. Bering Sea Crab Fisherman Tour. They tell you a lot about the Bering Sea. It's really the ecology, how global warming is affecting the fish up there, what's going on. It's a lot to know. Now here, they take you to a place where there's a bunch of eagles, and they start throwing fish in the water. I wasn't expecting this, so look at this. Look what happens. That's an eagle. There's tons of them, like hundreds of eagles there. And they just come by and everybody's watching them right from there. You're seeing eagles. And up above here, this is where they show these big crabs and stuff in the water. And this is where they perform over here. Tons of people appear in this thing.
Yeah.
And they have an upper deck too. Oh my gosh, what are those things?
Yeah.
They're just made out of rubber. No, those are real.
No, they're not. You
Those
silly.
are real crabs. Okay, so you get to do that, and they take a picture of you with them. Really nice people. Okay, now what does a butler do? Laurie, tell us about the butler. I think this is one thing that not everyone understands.
Yeah, like I said, for me, the butler is that sort of unexpected surprise and delight. There they are making up the table to serve you whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It's beautifully put together. And where most cruise lines, I've even been on some luxury competitors recently, and they'll come in and they'll set the tray down on the table with the hot heat covers like that on the tray and then leave. And that's okay, but to us, that's not what luxury looks like. The butler comes, he'll put everything out, the salt, the pepper, the linens, the tablecloth, the napkin, the cups, the plates. He'll uncover things. He'll go through the order with you to make sure that everything's there as you ordered it. Because I don't know if y'all have ordered room service, but half the time on a ship, you'll order room service and there's always something missing. And never at Silversea because they go through the order with you. And if something's missing, they run down to the galley and they come right back up with whatever might be missing so you can enjoy your beautiful meal and your suite. But my favorite thing is one afternoon I ordered caviar and pizza. My husband thought I was crazy. I'm like, that's what I'm craving. And it's really quite lovely. But the butler is this kind of understated friend for you through the cruise that's there to support every whim, every need, every hunger pain, everything you might need or want. He's there or she's there. There's female butlers too. And it's just a lovely touch. And no other cruise line offers butler service for all guests, only Silversea. So.
Yeah, and listen, for what you pay with Silversea, I went on another line, mass market line, and I'm just looking at how much I paid with all the excursions, which are big buses and stuff, compared to this exact same cruise. The price isn't all that much different, and there's no out of pocket. When you look at a regular cruise, and nothing wrong with that, they have their own people that follow them. But if you look at Silversea and you think of everything that's included, it's really it's a bargain as far as I'm concerned, especially when you include the butler.
Do you know what's funny? I think there's a different way of looking at Silversea. When you are on other cruise lines, you might see a lower price to get on the ship. But then you have to buy your excursions, buy your airfare, buy your transfers, buy your Wi-Fi, pay for your prepaid gratuities, buy your beverage package, buy your specialty dining, and all these things. And then all of a sudden, when you look at the total bill, not just what you paid to get on, but then the bill before you get there, and then with the additional things you want to do, and then the bill once you get off the ship, sometimes it's even more expensive than a Silversea cruise. And we're not talking cruise lines you would be thinking, but it's because everything's included. You're paying up front, but you're getting value. I wouldn't call it expense, it's value. For what you spend, you get so much more. And you get a small ship and you get the butler and you're made to feel special and they call you by your name. And it's just a lovely, elegant way to travel. And you meet great people. I mean, Ted, didn't you find that you met tons of great, nice people on board? And they don't want anything from you. They just like to chat because they're cool people.
It's also a more variety of people. I find Silversea is a little bit more European, UK, Australia. Some of the other cruise lines a little bit more American. I would say they're a little bit more different types of people and so forth, right? All nice, but
yeah, but it's fun. And I think we're also, our cruise line's getting a lot younger. I think it's not just, you know, a group of well-seasoned travelers, but travelers of many ages and some multi-gen that are a little wealthier and want a little more of a high-end experience and still want to travel with family. You'll find a great variety on our ship, but really fun, interesting people.
Okay, Laurie, now let's talk about this. What do you call this one? We did this one.
Well, this is for our S.A.L.T experience. This is the S.A.L.T lab, and it's actual cooking, and you do cooking in the S.A.L.T lab. You get your aprons, they have the food set out, and you not only cook with the chef that guides you along the way, but then when you're done, you actually eat what you cook. So it's super fun. And again, sometimes the classes, you don't pay for them, but they do fill up. So if you want to do a class and it's full, I always encourage, go stand by when the class starts and you'll get in. So much fun. They give you the menus, they tell you the history about the food and why it is what it is. This guy's great. I've actually sailed with him before, and tons of fun. And the other thing I love is they'll tell you, oh, well, we're cooking this certain fish today, but at home, if you can't find that kind of fish, this kind of fish will work as well. So they also tell you how to realistically adjust as needed or when needed. So it works out pretty great.
Okay, so me and my wife went on this. I think you can only sign up on board, right, Laurie? Not in advance?
Yes, you can't sign up in advance. You sign up once you're on board. It keeps it more fair for everyone. And besides, if you signed up in advance, you'd probably forget. It'd be hard to remember. So yeah, you sign up once you get on board.
So my wife and myself signed up. My wife's intention was, so I never cook, so I learned how to cook, right? But she did all the cooking and I was filming everything. She, Ted, I brought you in this whole thing and you didn't do anything. But I made sure I got videos of myself to make it look like I was active, okay?
I like it. I like it.
So go through the steps here. You're gonna make hold on here. It's a salmon or some kind of fish spread that you put on like bagels or something. So here you see, let me just start here again. Go a little fast. So here we go. So he starts out here. Everybody's putting the pan with the oil, whatever you use there, and each person has a little pot here, and that's your own little stove that you can turn on, okay? And everybody has all set up with everything's there for you to get started. So you're gonna make this salmon patty, and you're gonna put it on here. And my wife didn't know how to make it. She's never made it, and she's a really good cook, by the way. Amazing. She watches this cooking channel every day. That's her form of entertainment. So she was in heaven. So you put some onions in there, okay? Put some salt. Okay, then you put some stuff in there to mix it up. Okay, there's your made your salmon patty.
The salmon patty looks good. It's making me hungry right now.
Put some stuff in that, oh, there you go. And it was delicious.
Wow.
And that's the make it look like I did something here. Here's me with the chef, okay?
Love it.
No, it didn't cost a dime. So everything. Okay, now we're hitting Vancouver. I hope you guys are following here. So my wife loves Chinatown food, barbecue. So we went to Chinatown barbecue. There's a whole big Chinatown in Vancouver, by the way. Have you been to Vancouver?
I have.
We stayed there a couple of days, right on the waterway. So there's me. Okay, if you go to Vancouver, you want to go to Granville Island. It's you just drive into the island, and they have all of these markets and beautiful food and things to see, little shops. Here's some of your fruit, and there's outside. So now we're looking towards Vancouver, and there's a waterway here. Lovely day.
Gorgeous.
And these are people, what do they call these guys? Kayakers? It's actually a competition, so you see them going by in the water. It's all lovely. And this is a lady that was had a postcard shop. So they have all these specialty shops. So this one was the postcard palace. And there's like hundreds of these places there. You go park there, drive over there. Okay, this is the Dr. Sun yacht. Let me show this again. Dr. Yacht Sun Park. This is a lovely Chinese park. And it just costs a few dollars to get into. And I'm just showing a few things here, but they have these gardens that are incredible. Actually, there's a part that you don't even have to pay for, which I found out later. I think this is part of it here. This is a beautiful place to go. Stanley Park. Anybody been to Stanley Park?
Oh yeah.
We're almost done here, by the way. So I've never been there. So we got up in the morning. My wife wants to go to breakfast. So there's some place where you have an Australian breakfast. And I said, why don't we go to Stanley Park? I think there's like a tea house there. I wasn't sure. So you drive all the way to the top. And by the way, if you're going to Stanley Park, it's more of a biking park. You don't see much from the road, but you drive up. This is like one of the highest places here. And this is the tea house. This tea house is from like 1920s or something, and they kept it alive. It's amazing breakfast that you can have here. You can look out the window. There's our breakfast. Then look out the window there, and this is all the waterway, Vancouver out here. You see that? Lovely people working there. Couldn't ask for a better place to go.
Looks beautiful.
All right, this is the Cole Harbor Marina. So this is where we stayed, but there's a whole marina out here. I can't miss this. So I spent like a couple hours walking out here. So you go out here, and here's all the boats in the waterway. That's Vancouver in the background. It's like a postcard everywhere you go there.
And you may contact Ted at 954-290-8626 and register on Cruisin' with Ted's Facebook page, YouTube, and webpage.